Yes.
Right, so thing is, we've just got hot water. So now it is finally easy to clean in my way, in the right way, European way, whatever, a clean way that takes away all the germs. Difference, I'm going to put on the water straight away. This is already quite hot. The hot water takes away germs more than soap does. So therefore, when we have hot water, we only use a tiny bit of soap. That's more than enough.
Yeah.
So yeah. So this way it gets clean. You get rid of the germs. You get rid of the grease, and it doesn't taste of soap. So that's now. This will take forever if I wait till it finishes, right? So you're going to cheat a little bit, but so both of these would be filled straight away. Water to rinse is really supposed to be equally hot, because then you just rinse off the soap, make sure there's no grease left and it's all totally clean, and then you put it here. If the water is really hot, I put on gloves, right? Because then it doesn't hurt so much, and then you don't get so dirty. If it's dirty, of course you'll put on gloves.
And you made that translate a bit.
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, coming for the wall and the call. Boluku aba wala tenten ka bolo ku nyami ninji kandola. Ebe jio kaleje amaji ni be jio kaleje koma sampo kanye nyami ebe sampo ndene kaleje do mande do ni jio ni kandida amaji de sampo jama. Ni jio ni fana kandida ba ke ya make so you glove for nyindo. Wala glove for wala ba pulo to ni jio ni kandida ba.
Yeah. Right. I don't think this is so hot right now, so I will take them back off.
Yeah, coming for the journey man can back. So as a glove on the wurano. Yeah.
What to use when you wash the dishes? It's really what's most useful. But we use this a lot, the brush.
Okay. Ako come in use no bag ni ba kuro ni no. So it all can you use bag one of them.
And this I use for bottles.
And you don't it can be done on the kuro wala kuro.
Yeah, because it goes down the bottom and there's sponge, which might be easier.
Yeah.
So, and if I have very dirty hands, I can use this to get all the dirt off.
Yeah, one he's all the one on me from me and I'm going to back. So I use no he's all in.
I'll leave that here. I can just show you also that this is a towel for drying the cups and before it dries by air.
Yeah, you know, tawelo ni fana di mi alon ko ne fengol ku ye bolol ku isa use no ka fita aba ni tawelo no use la wala ka bolol fita yi ja.
And I'm just saying because this is another kind of towel which is very nice and soft for your skin. So that's for your hands.
So ni tawel do fana wo softale adiata yajibe afoyata bakele so wo beriata pour e fama bulo e se fama bulo fita no nala ni pareta kuroñe.
Yeah, that's sometimes needed as well. Yeah. So leave that here. So I can start cleaning.
So abina start like a kuroñinke.
The most important thing is to make everything clean, of course.
Comme kumayata je wala ñinde ko ye femol be senende ya make sure femol be senende.
So what you start with is the cleanest.
So I mean senende je ba ke bolo follow use la janni bina ñindo yala ñindo no tan. So ñindo la fana senende ta isa ñindo follow clean janni bina ñindo tan clean.
And another point is that you start with glass.
Yeah.
Because glass looks very horrible when it's not clean.
And then niba kuro fana start la ya make sure ya start ni weri fengol la. Wala fana buka duli no mutani fengol tante.
And so, now hot water with a little bit of soap. Now make sure that it's all clean.
Jikando I want a little bit of soap. And then saffron dindorong I will let when you clean can the wall.
So this was fairly clean to begin with, but the mouths have been here, so
Yes.
that's the most important.
Nika senendi fana comme kaso nyinda ikole fana ta broso ya senendi bak wolon dla kumari mba fama ko small ga jele ke dabal.
So that's nice and clean. I've put it in the rinse, or I just leave it for a while in the hot water. So hot cleans, kills the germs.
Yeah. Jikando ni fana nika fengol kuala oka jams lefa kaso ni neba.
Problem, right? I have some water here. Don't want to put that in there because it's cold. So that's why I have this bowl.
Ay nyimin tambe ditan jiole ba kono. So janna ka ke jikando ni kono ya bon wole fisa ke je because joni wo besuni ya already. Sai ma ya mo ku kanta.
Yeah, so basically that was just pure luck.
Yeah.
But it actually is a very good idea to have some space to throw out. This glass was actually already cleaned, but it's still a bit sort of smudgy, a bit greasy, and I don't like greasy glass. So I do it again. And now, okay, so now I see that I have dirty glasses. No, I've got one clean, but I've got dirty glasses, and also I have knives and forks, which are totally, really clean. We bought these today.
Yeah, akamintandi wala nyinte ko do salle ba bultanga nin sunkalan ne maltentin. So yes, I'm beat but anyway, Janni be use like pay ku follow the senior. Yeah, I call the video contents and I don't roll.
Chuck it
Yeah.
while I still clean the glass.
Okay.
That's a bit dirty, so I'll just wait. So what you see is I'm saving the water as long as I can.
Yeah, akaminketa wala nyinte ko fen nore ngol minute alon ko senior do mandi ko le follow ku before iba ni tawol mi alon ko no so to tenti. So min mena no dasata do mandi ko le follow ku ye senior di parita ino. Isina ni don tal bala je because oni ka jiole ni le se pour jioni ay lebul.
Yeah. So now for the cutlery and the knives. You see, I leave it in there for as long as, you know, it takes.
Yeah.
I want this off, of course. Oh, and I have to mention another thing. You know, I am washing glass and ceramics and breakables, so I have to be fairly careful. There's not a point making too much noise because the point is I want to keep not just clean but also whole.
Yeah, akamintandi wala nyinte ko aba kuka ne han fen fana man trateka. Ni ba kuka fana yin dali hakil tu wala sambala parak ba woti je yake ku ne ya kaso ku fenkana teje yeah.
Now there's dirty stuff here. Okay, so glass still, you know, I still have pans to do, but I still want to do the glass early, so I just rinse it a little bit first. It's been standing.
So akani min kuta wala nyinte no be siara min ko non tani ka bla je ya fasiandi follow
And the reason,
jena bla je nyin ko
yeah, the reason for that
ka wala katante
is to keep that water as clean as I can for as long as possible.
mi atina ko ke wala nyinte pour ka ni jio tanka ay me jio nyin na me la kana tere akan no ka kuntu wala tuna go kala force.
Otherwise, I would have to change the water along the way, which I
No
might.
one thing I enter taraka jio nyin falling jio nyin jeni je aba falling na jeni je aba falling so jani wo ya kuja na follow den yana ya sena kuja rek.
So the whole point of washing up is to get it clean.
Ya kame fata wala nyinte ko kanin be kutente wala ding pour ala sena ya
Yeah.
kanin ila fama tanko ni na jata kende yani.
So this is, I just stick it in because there's not much left, but I don't wash it because it will keep the dirt for quite some time, and then it will just peel off. These I bought today, so they're fairly
In fana ye samedi le pari be senen kula at least the senia before you be used.
So I rinse off any chemical they might have on.
Yeah.
And no plastic leftovers. Let's see. Very careful in here because I've got knives here. So I will put these away to dry. Careful so don't ruin anything. One more. No, there's more, there's more. Bad thing about washing, it never ends. You suddenly see something you didn't notice in the first place.
Yes.
Okay, so these are a bit big. Do you know what I do? I just rinse it in the sink so that it doesn't have to take up space. The rinsing is mainly here to get the soap off.
Yeah. Those ones are very nice.
These?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
The good ones.
Yeah. Wood is a lot healthier than plastic.
Than plastic.
Yeah, plastic isn't really. We're noticing more and more that plastic isn't very good for our health. But it's very useful. This has been standing with fruit for quite some time, so it's a little bit sort of sticky.
Yeah.
Beautiful piece of art. So this I am really, really, fond of. So it's really important that these things don't break. So I like to put them safely away. Oh, what is this? Coffee. That was just coffee. Okay, so this very clean thing means that I want to keep. In Norway, I would put this in the dishwasher afterwards.
Okay.
So that it gets clean. This is still a little bit dirty. But it's hard work. So therefore, what I want to do is I'd rather not use this for the pan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do? Is it really, really so dirty? I'd go with, I don't know. It's a sticky thing. I don't think that this is good for the pan.
Yeah.
If the pan was pure steel, it would be brilliant.
So I come in for the one on you do. So go frying pan on you go to imagine I can't do jar na kamande. So ni sa ta kuno isa ni use no ya kuwa isenia. Wala hiso ni.
But now the spoon is almost clean.
Yeah.
So now I can just rub this up. So, yeah. And what do I use? Maybe I'll just go for a sponge.
Or use this.
I'm not really sure what it's made of.
Ah.
So I'm using this. This sponge has a hard end and a soft end.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have to use all that water. So now my kitchen is starting to look nice and clean on that side because it's not nice and tidy because everything's gone. It's not particularly clean.
Yeah.
So, okay. I'm not going to put this in the rinse water before everything is out because this is greasy.
Yeah, grease.
Yeah, so I never use it because I don't like grease. So, when I've done this, I'm just going to say, because here is a cloth.
Yes.
It stinks. I'm not going to use it. So when I'm cleaning the rest of the kitchen, I'm using my nose to see if this is clean enough. And this is clean enough. So I'm going to use that when I clean the table.
Okay.
I tend to have lots of them lying about. So now I just have to... No, that's not... that's compost.
Ah, so...
Yeah, so we don't clean it very often. You never put anything of that in your mouth. So, now, it's a bit crowded here, so that's why I start already just drying, especially the glasses, because if they just stand there, the damp might not disappear, so it becomes, it looks a bit sort of damp, bit not glossy, not shiny. It's meant to look shiny, because when I drink out of these glasses, I tend to drink something that's either water, wine, wonjo, something that looks nice.
Yeah, I come in for the image castle in Pira Chicken. I didn't know when yamming. So you know Pira Afita in Tavelon in the image, Senator Yami a sign. So it's a family minno akono wonjo, wine, all different drinks and yeah.
So I put all the glasses in the same place so I know where I find them.
So I know if it are Kelandi General. You see, when you be able to and they are all signing, you be when you are. Yes.
Yeah. I also have actually some cloths that are meant for glass that I sometimes use for shining the glasses. Especially if I'm having a dinner party with, good guests like yourself. And when you're not drinking Coke out of a can, you're drinking wonjo out of a glass. And it needs to look absolutely nice and shiny. So that's, to me, glass is the most important thing. And I collect beautiful glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the most important thing is that there's actually enough space for things to dry properly.
Yeah.
Because air drying is also sometimes better.
But yeah.
Because, these, when they get dirty, then you're putting dirt back on. So it's really important that the towel is also clean if you use it. But
so I come in for them when you go, Niba Nimfara Fitala. Yanda Atlanta Lila Taveloni, Yetara Senari. Because no one he got Tavelo me use Namandara Senari. I can no lafa glass on Yimbala, wala Fema Niba Mifita can in Taveloni. So Janiba makes sure Taveloni, Yetara Senari. Yes.
And so also this is for cake, which means when I use it, I'm having a party. I rarely serve cake unless I'm having some kind of a party. And when I'm having some kind of a party, I'd like also this to shine. So all my cutlery will be, shining.
Yes.
Because all my cutlery is actually quite expensive Norwegian steel. It's simply because I like serving on a nice table. I like using nice tables.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean the glass things, put it back. I'm going to leave this here so that it can just dry, because that also is...
So, coming for the wall on the where only a body follow fit because space only mawara. Ruka ning dongle be landijedo. So when you don't the brother will jado man they follow after jado was in a fitter. So glass on your volume to like be pack yandaka pack time na a fitter.
So now, the rinse water is still actually quite clean. You can see a little bit of dirt.
So niajibe senan kurtla wala ni de niaje jioni be senar ne hand sign. Amantara nori.
So a tiny bit of grease off from the pan. But this finished. Can't use that anymore. That's dirty.
So I jale senan kurtla ni at least I'm not ale bara ama wo no baake. Comme ni fewol ni ma fewol senan ko follow ina te blaje. About no min kela woni ni now fatatal demande.
Yeah. So fortunately there's none left, so I can just pull out the plug and wait till it's empty, and then I'll clean it up.
So I jala do man yela jioni be jikane. Na parita na je senan ko. I senia.
Ooh, lovely sound. So, and you can see where I'm going to put the cutlery.
Maje cutlery sol wala nyulti.
Yeah.
Dosal, forks and knives. Yeah.
Spoons, where the spoons go.
Teaspoon and in.
Teaspoon. Ah, what's this? This is not there. This goes in here. Ah, it's Alva's way. Everything else goes in this cup. Yeah. So now that's almost done. This is done. This I wouldn't use a towel on this because it can very perfectly well air dry, and also it's still a bit of grease on it, and it will always be because that's good for cooking, but it's clean grease.
Because I go in the amanta tawelo use like a fita. Because when diwlin fenko leti ni o use tawelo la ba tawelo fana ni fenkedi la diwlin o kila balal.
Yeah. So give it some space. I'm going to save this. I've only got 2 hands, I'm afraid. I wish I had 4. So always, I always prefer really washing with somebody. Sharing the task is actually quite fun because one person dries and one person cleans, and then we can talk. Yes.